from the youth and maiden to the elderly man and woman.
Since the role was created in 1843, there's been something familiar about Sheffield's Lord Mayors. That is, until now.
You've become a sort of international phenomenon.
Born in Somalia, Magid Magid came to Sheffield aged 5. Back then, he couldn't speak English. Now, he's the city's youngest ever Lord Mayor. And here is how he spends a typical day.
Day the life of me.
With a busy schedule ahead, Magid's driver, Eric, helps him into his mayoral chains. Eric then gets the mayoral car ready.
Can't go in. Picture his backside.
And it's off to the first engagement.
I'm going to Hartleybrook Primary School. Just to go and have a chat, see the great work that the school's been doing, and just meet lots of awesome young kids at the same time.
Some of those kids are there to meet him at the gate.
Welcome to Hartleybrook. My name's Ryan. I'm a young journalist and I'm school council.
Amazing. What's your name?
Ryan.
Good morning.
Inside, he faces quick-fire questions, including, is he wearing a chain because he's the king? Why is he wearing a hat? And does he live in a mansion?
Sadly, I don't. So I live in a normal house. One of the great things about being Lord Mayor is anybody can become Lord Mayor, so you don't have to be rich or live in a big mansion or anything like that. And it means anybody, even anybody in this room, any of you guys can become Lord Mayor.
The Lord Mayor is then serenaded. After that, it's dancing with Year 3. And then to another class for some singing, proving you can't be good at everything.
Anyone knows can move the tree plant.
He's a good guy and he's helping our school. He's a really good role model for the children in the school and around the world.
Some mayors, they dress like very strictly, like they wear like suits, but he really just wears what he wants.
All too soon, the trip is over and it's off to Magid's next appointment at Sheffield Estate.
How are you? We okay? Doing well, thank you. I've got some...
Here, they test the quality of gold, silver and platinum. Magid's taken on a tour and can't resist the urge to test the mayoral chains.
5 carat gold? Okay. I don't even exist.
It's 18 carat. Back in the city centre, before he can make it from the car to the town hall, he's spotted by the kids of Woodthorpe Primary School.
Hi guys. Yeah, what's your name?
Can I have a picture?
What's your name?
Who all want a picture with the Lord Mayor. It's a common theme throughout the day.
And all I wanted was a photograph to keep.
I'm going to give you £5 for it if you'll sign it for me.
Oh, good.
The Lord Mayor's agreed to sell the big issue for an hour and manages to flog 26. That's more than the lead singer of Reverend and the Makers and the Mayor of Greater Manchester.
He did fantastic. I think he sold 20 with another person coming and trying to buy another copy, but he'd already sold that out. So this is the first time that Sheffield has sold out of big issues.
Talking of big issues, Magid Magid hasn't shied away from them since taking up the role in May, and he's received fierce criticism for doing so. To jog your memory, he announced the US president was a waste man and banned from Sheffield. He wore a white poppy instead of a red one on Remembrance Sunday. He made his own 10 commandments, speaks out against Brexit and wants a second referendum. There have been petitions to remove him from the role and petitions to keep him in it.
There are plenty of people who say that in your role as Lord Mayor you should stay out of it and remain apolitical.
So first of all, there's nothing in my job description that says I have to be politically neutral. The only time I have to be politically neutral is when I'm chairing the full council meetings, which I am all the time. I am a black Muslim immigrant. I haven't got the privilege of remaining politically neutral or not saying anything. Everything's political. By me choosing not to say anything is me being political as far as I'm concerned. So I do understand I am fortunate enough to have this platform and I'm going to use it.
When you go out and you express these views, whatever they may be, there are some people who say, well, he's the Lord Mayor of Sheffield, he should represent everybody. I don't agree with what he's saying. Therefore, he's not representing me, therefore he's not doing his job.
You can't represent everybody. That's just a matter of fact. I can't make everybody happy. By me going to an event, I'm endorsing that event. I'm neglecting an entire group of other people. Majority of people didn't even know who the Lord Mayor was before me. They couldn't name who the Lord Mayor before me was. But it's just the fact that it's a great platform to really do something with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm human. I am literally like, oh my God, am I actually going to do this? Like, is this the right thing to do? I doubt myself quite often, but I just go back to just what my gut feeling tells me and just what my heart tells me, and I just go with it.
After lunch, it's off to the Sheffield and District African Caribbean Community Association for the relaunch of a library dedicated to black history and culture. Also, the reopening of its music studio. It's been a fairly typical day for someone who says he turns down about 90% of his invitations. There have been 121 previous Lord Mayors of Sheffield. No matter what you think of Magid Magid, few can argue that there's ever been one quite like him. Adam Fowler, ITV News, Sheffield.